Your mind is busy. You're overthinking. You're self-aware. You've put a lot of work and effort into growing yourself, and yet you're finding yourself in a position where you still feel very much the same. Your mind is still busy. There's still a hurry to your thoughts. There's still a sense of rush and urgency in your body. And you're now frustrated being in this position because you have invested a lot of time, effort, energy, and money to feel different and to calm that mind. And although the mindset work that you've done, the meditation, the journaling, the affirmations, the breath work, whatever it might be, although that has you in a better position than you were, you're still not quite where you want to be. And that's frustrating for you because going into NLP, breath work, meditation, journaling, shifting your mindset, learning all these cool new insights and perspectives, there's hope, there's promise, there's excitement. And so to then be at the end of that where you haven't really experienced the shifts that you've wanted in the way that you've wanted can be disheartening. You know, you find that you're still thinking about a business meeting from 1 week ago, or you come home from a full day at work and your partner says something that you just ruminate on, that you can't quite seem to let go. You wake up and no matter what, you find there's a rush, there's this sense of urgency to your thoughts, bouncing from one place to another, never really quite fully finishing a sentence before getting interrupted with another. And you're left wondering, thinking, what do I do? What's the answer here? Well, what's happening for you here is you are self-aware. You understand yourself well. You know your patterns, you know where they come from. And what's really taking place is you've created a lot of awareness. You haven't yet developed the skill of presence. Presence is really dropping down, being in the body with how you're feeling for those feelings to shift. Because what's really important to understand is a busy mind is a symptom of a busy body. And the body is where we store feelings, emotions, pains, traumas. And the more tension we hold in the body, the more pent up our emotion is. Like think about, in the body, you can feel like you've got 1,000 loaded springs that if you don't stay on top of them, they could go off, they could bounce up, they could flick you in the eye, they could hurt someone else, they could cause damage. So you keep pushing them down. Or imagine you've got 1,000, liter Coke bottles that have been shaken up, and because of that there's a pressure build up within them. You don't want to take the lid off because Coke could go everywhere and your desk could get sticky. When there's a busy mind, there's a busy body. There's an emotionally full, tight, like a pressure cooker ready to go off body. And that's why the mind is busy, because a busy mind is a distraction from the discomfort that is in the body. Up in your head, overthinking, distracted by all these busy thoughts. If the mind were to slow, you would have to face and deeply feel and be with what's in the body. And when it comes to feeling, you've got to feel it to heal it. The deeper you feel, the deeper you heal. What we resist persists, and the energies that we fight, we feed. Emotion is emotion. It is energy in motion. Yet when you get in the way, you don't allow the body to process what is trying to be processed. And you can be holding on to emotional experiences from when you were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever age. That emotional experience, although you may still, you feel like you're feeling it, you're not deeply allowing it to be fully felt and for the body to process that event and experience. So think about it this way. It's still alive in your body. You can be 45 and there can be a moment from when you were 7 that is still halfway through its movement and still alive in your body. And so you live up in your head because you haven't learnt how to live down in the body. You create awareness and understand patterns and understand codes, but you haven't yet developed the skill of emotional release and the ability to be with yourself. And instead you live this life that is on, go, 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 rush, 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 push, 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 pressure, pressure, pressure. Which is running away from yourself, running away from the pain of how disconnected you are from yourself, running away from the pain that you feel. And so what happens as that run slows down, as you slow down, the pain catches up, the pain gets closer, that discomfort, the intensity of it spikes. And so you're back up into your head. You're back up into trying to solve and think your way through something that you will never be able to think your way through, because the only way out of the emotional pain stored in your body is through it, is by allowing it to move through you. But so many people are instead just taking a perspective shift, just getting a cool insight, understanding the patterns and codes, creating awareness, but not yet making the shift from being aware of how you feel to being deeply present with how you feel in your body long enough for it to shift. Now, I say long enough for it to shift because it's very important to understand that sometimes you will just have a quick little dip. You'll dip the toe into the body. You'll feel the feel. There'll be a fear of fear, which is incredibly important to understand. I truly believe everyone should start here with their personal growth and development, is addressing the fear of fear, which is really what not a lot of people do, and you don't really see it in the personal development space all that much. People are skipping straight to trying to find desire, trying to find direction, trying to find purpose and meaning, trying to manifest their reality through the power of their mind. Yet your world is a reflection of what you hold in body, and most people haven't even learnt how to drop into their body yet. And the reason is because of the fear of fear. All human beings have a fear of fear, a fear of strong feelings and emotions. And as you do slow down and as you drop into the body, this world of depth of feeling of uncertainty, there can be spikes and intensities of discomfort, of emotional pain that can also physically hurt, but which can be scary. The fear of feeling, the fear of emotion. And so when there is a high fear of fear, like I said, when you drop into the body, there's depth, there's uncertainty. You don't have a felt sense of where it's come from, where it's going, why it's there, what it means. You might have a weird feeling that you judge, and so to be with it, to go there, to even move towards it, feels scary and confronting. You might have a bit of a crazy or aggressive thought that enters your mind that is attached deeper down to a feeling in your body that you're scared of the fact that that thought is in your mind and that feeling is in your body. And so you might try to think your way through it and get stuck in analysis paralysis, but you've got to drop into and be willing to face the uncertainty of living from the body, the uncertainty of being with feeling, because as you enter that world, you've got no felt sense of the other side just yet. It's like strapping into a roller coaster that's so high up in the sky that it goes through a cloud. Well, you can only see a certain amount of the start of that ride. You don't know what's on the other side. You're strapping into a ride where you're about to go into the unknown. And if your fear of that is greater than your willingness to do so, if your fear of that is high, you just won't do it. And instead you'll try to think your way around things rather than feeling your way through. So credit for the work that you've done so far, the time, effort, energy, and money that you've put in. You've created a lot of self-awareness, which is amazing, because as you make the shift from being aware of how you feel to learning the skill of emotional release and the ability to be yourself, which is developing a presence in the body, then your life will completely change. For you, and you know who you are, this is the shift that will make all the difference for you. And then all the work that you've done up until now has not been wasted. With the shift from awareness to presence, you can then apply that presence to everything that you've uncovered so far, and you can still yield such great results from that. The mind will calm, the body will soften, and you'll finally be able to rest into yourself, relax into the moment, have that exhale, have that inhale, feel the peace, the calm, the stillness, and just be there in the moment without a worry, without a care, feeling free. Now, if you'd like my help to go deeper into this, check out the link below and get the free training called the Calm Mind Method. It's going to teach you exactly how you go on the first steps of making the shift from awareness to presence. It's going to give you 3 powerful affirmations that, when applied within the context that I teach in that training, will really resonate on your body. It will speak to your energetic body. It will speak to your psyche in a way that you never ever have before. And it will shift you from awareness to safety to presence, and to stay present in your body long enough that you finally get the emotional releases, the shifts, the letting go, the surrendered state that you've been looking for. Check it out and enjoy.